I know we just finished fall break, but I'm already excited for Thanksgiving.
Me too. I bought my plane ticket for Iowa last night.
Really? I didn't know you were from Iowa.
Oh, I'm not. Just a really big fan of corn and open fields.
Well, I hope you're flying with a good airline. That can make or break your trip.
I think I'm flying Delta.
Oh no.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's totally fine. As long as you don't mind sharing your flight with loose tarantulas.
No, wait, that actually happened? Sounds like an even more terrifying sequel to Snakes on a Plane. Like, was Samuel L. Jackson there to save the day with a couple of commentary?
He should have been. I mean, really, enough is enough.
I'm tired of all these motherfucking tarantulas on all these motherfucking planes. I actually really hate spiders.
That's okay, Isaac. That just means you're human. Just don't blow them up.
Why would I do that?
Look at this guy.
Oh, this guy really hates spiders.
You know, desperate times, desperate measures. Sometimes you just gotta take things to the extreme to get the job done. Like, have you ever felt an urge to be needlessly violent to an old person?
What is with you today? Such violence.
A 24-year-old guy punched an old man after being accused of hoarding too many Nutella samples at Costco.
He's since been charged with elder abuse and is facing 11 years in prison.
Holy shit! So if I punch an old guy, I'll get 11 years in prison?
Again, what is wrong with you?
Look, I'm not saying I'll punch an old guy.
That's what you just implied.
All I'm saying is there's very little I wouldn't do for free Nutella, okay? I love it so much, I would name my firstborn child after it.
Would you name your child after your favorite semi-aquatic mammal?
What? No. Well, maybe. No. Probably not.
Zoe Deschanel named her daughter Elsie Otter, carrying on the tradition of celebrities naming their children after weird shit.
It's true. Moon Unit, Prince Michael II, Apple, Kate spelled with a Y, Sage Moonblood.
Windows 95.
Who named their kid Windows 95?
That's my middle name.
You're making that up.
I wish. Bartenders always think my ID is fake. I can't even apply for a credit card.
Speaking of things that may or may not be fake, Canada's most recent election left them with a liberal government after 9 years of conservative control.
No one was expecting it, and it seems that the Canadians were the most surprised.
You know, many are calling this a testament to the power of democracy. The people get what the people want.
Which means there's still hope for These Nuts 2016?
That might be a little bit of a long shot, Isaac.
The people get what the people want. And you know what the people want? People want these nuts.
You're a disgusting individual.
You have no idea how many first dates have ended with someone saying those exact words to me.
We've got an adequate show for you tonight. We'll be talking with Luke McGinney, the founder and president of the Charles Carter, a literary magazine on campus. Plus, An Occasion for Balloons is here to perform. Hi, we're here with Luke McGinney, the editor of the Charles Carter, a literary magazine on campus. And we're just going to chat with him a little bit.
All right, thanks for having me.
Chat, yeah. So, Luke, who is Charles Carter?
No one.
Really?
Doesn't exist.
So where'd the name come from?
We just like the sound of it, you know? Like Facebook, MySpace, Charles Carter.
You know, it just sounds very, very classy, much like yourself.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. It's funny, actually, because we just picked the name at random, but it turns out there's actually 2 different professors at UNC who are named Charles Carter, so we're just hoping that no one walks up to us and tries to claim credit. But
That's funny.
yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
It's like a rapper name. Like you just use the rapper name generator thing.
Yeah.
Gives you 2 random words. And you
Like
call it
MC
Charles
Charles Carter, and he drops the mic.
Drops the mic, go in, yeah.
How'd y'all get the magazine started?
So actually, funny story. Me and a couple of friends were watching The Social Network, with the Mark Zuckerberg is like the Facebook story, and we just decided, how old is he? Like 19, 20? And we just thought, we could do something like that. And it's not exactly Facebook. We haven't changed the world, but we put a couple people's stories out there, and I'd like to think we're doing a pretty good job.
Great, dude.
So is there any specific type of writing that you try to publish or publish?
Yeah,
Is
or
it
any
online
genre.
or in print?
So mostly online. We're working on a print publication right now. But we started out online. We do audio recordings online. But as far as what specifically we look to publish, literally anything. So like we got a submission of an entire novel last semester. Gave it a read. I always joke that if someone sends us their senior thesis, we'll read it and then we will give them a hard no. But we take short stories, poems. We've had rap, we've had R&B, songs, anything basically.
So you'll go across a wide array of genres, and like you'll have a wider range of audiences as well, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah. I mean, what we always say is, if it's written and people want to read it, we want to have it. And so, for us, the goal is really to just be a way for people to get their voices out there and to connect people with stuff that they might not see every day. So yeah, we like to get everything.
So if Charles Carter and the cellar door got into a brawl, who would come out alive?
Ooh, all right. If it's a real good fight, no one comes out alive. But I'm just going to wager a guess that, Charles Carter, as you said, he sounds like a classy gentleman. With cellar door, those guys sound like they've been through some shit. And so, I don't know. I think if you spend your life, hunkered down in somebody's basement, I'd like to think that at least you know how to fight. So I think, we all put out good work, but I'm going to give it to cellar door. They probably earned the win on that one.
I think you guys sound classier though. Like I think you guys would show up with like swords,
Yeah,
and they would like.
Maybe that's
Or
it.
Try to
the
do it
boxing
old school,
gentleman.
like-
just
Exactly.
Like
It's like the
chivalry.
fighting Irish sort of
Yeah,
thing.
there you go.
We punch from the hip.
You punch from the hip, yeah.
That's a little dirty, but you know what? Classy and dirty, I think it's a fine line secretly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, one last question for you. How, if someone is watching this right now and they are like, I have this piece and I really want to get it out there, how would they go about submitting it?
Absolutely. And thank you for the plug. So, we have our website, thecharlescarter.com. And so we take submissions, as I've said, from anybody in the world. If you want to send us a submission in Spanish or French, I mean, we won't be able to read it, but we'll try. And so we've got a submission form there on the website. And if you want to send us your stuff there, or if you want to contact us directly by email at thecharlescarter@gmail.com, we're always open to submissions.
Awesome.
Well, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having been on the show today.
All right, thank you for having me. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
We're here in the studio with our guest, An Occasion for Balloons, led by junior Nate Wagner. An Occasion for Balloons began as a recording project in a UNC dormitory. Now a full band, An Occasion for Balloons is playing shows around the Triangle in support of their self-titled debut album released on cassette and digitally with Citrus City Records in Richmond, Virginia. Joining Nate are UNC alums Zach Stamper on bass, Justin Ellis on drums, and Chapel Hill's own Adam Fenton on guitar. Great having you guys here.
Yeah,
today.
great having you guys here today. So, you guys just we just introduced you, my bad. So, so like, how did you guys get together? Like, how did this band form?
Well, I started this as a recording project in my dorm room, like y'all said. I've been doing this sort of like home recording thing for a while, partly because I didn't have any money for studio time, and partly because I didn't really know what I'd be doing in the studio in the first place. And after writing a whole batch of songs, I decided it'd be really cool to find some people to play them with me. So I met Justin through a mutual friend. He's kind of a legend around here.
Big guy.
Big
deal.
Well, you were like in some a cappella group.
Yeah.
And that's big around here.
Yeah.
Or so I'm told. And played in a group called Clockwork Kids that have rebranded as the Color Exchange and various ventures. And Zach's his buddy, right?
Yeah.
You guys are old friends.
Zach's my buddy.
They met in some
In choir.
in choir.
In the men's glee club.
So is everyone here a choir boy? Adam, are you a choir boy too?
I took it in high school, and I was good at it, and I liked the teacher a lot, but it never really panned out. It made me a better singer, but other than that, I never.
That's kind of the point, right?
That's
So
yeah.
we're working
I
on a
don't think-
4-part harmony for the next
Yeah,
couple of
hopefully.
shows. We'll see how that goes.
So all of
We,
you
we,
guys
we,
are great
yeah,
singers.
I was gonna say we could
Yeah.
start as a
Theoretically.
I
Yeah.
think we could do our
Finance
That'd be
are.
great.
Finance
Yeah,
are.
this sounds great already.
Make your own acapella group.
Yeah.
But you're not playing in a dorm room anymore though. Y'all have a record coming out that you recorded in a real place. Like
No. The record was recorded in a dorm
in
room.
your dorm room?
Really?
I recorded.
Even though you're
Wow.
only student?
So yeah,
Exactly.
the studio in the dorm room, right?
The studio in the dorm room. No, I recorded everything in my dorm room: guitars, synthesizers, programmed some drums, a couple of other things. And so I initially recorded some of these songs for a pretty influential French indie label. That was sort of the idea behind the band. Is I was just like, I'm gonna record a couple songs and see if anyone likes them. So I wrote this French indie label that I liked for a while. And I think they were having a New Year's party over in France because it was New Year's, and the guy maybe had a little too much to drink, and he's like, "Sure, we'll put this out." some unknown college kid from the States. So I did a record with them, and that was a really great experience. And then I added a couple more songs and fleshed out the record and decided to release it with some good friends of mine on cassette tape, which is like the new thing to do in indie music.
Yeah.
Cassette tapes,
I've seen it.
really cheap to produce,
Wow.
really nice to customize. They look better than homemade CDs. You know, you can spray paint them, stuff like that.
That sounds great.
Yeah, definitely. And then an occasion for balloons. Where did you guys come up with that name?
Yeah, where did that come up with?
Nice.
I mean, so that was the name of the project before there was a band. It's a reference to like old A.A. Milne and Winnie the Pooh books. You know, there are so many really like, I guess that's such a really sad series of books. You know, these great things are happening. There's this bond between all these animals, but everything that happens is patently sad. In the first chapter of the one book, you know, Winnie the Pooh's trying to get some honey, and he takes a balloon up, and he's attacked by a swarm of bees. And then Piglet wants to give a gift to Eeyore, and there's this balloon, and it pops. And so Piglet gives Eeyore a pop balloon. So, you know, there's the idea of balloons. Some British guy on Twitter, like every half a year or so, I'll Google myself, my music projects, and see if there's anything I need to sort of expunge from the record of the internet. And some British guy said, and I quote, "Some terrible indie band names out there, an occasion for balloons. Now that's teeth-grindingly awful." So I subtweeted him.
Wow.
I subtweeted him, and he was really nice. Said I didn't mean to be so mean. I said, no, actually, it's kind of an honor. It's a little bit of notoriety.
And like anything can be interpreted as ironic anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean, it might as well be ironic. That's like a dominant theme in the indie music subculture.
It's true.
Not taking yourself seriously. I'll leave you guys to figure out if I'm being serious here or not.
Not serious at all. Well, it's been great having.
I just want you guys
Back
to plug
in.
your album one more
Come
time.
on
When
in.
is it coming out? Where can we find it?
Yeah.
Right on. An Occasion for Balloons is the name of the album. It's also the name of the band. You can find it at www.anoccasion.bandcamp.com. It's already out on cassette from Little League Records if you live in Europe. I don't know how many of you live in Europe. And in the U.S., our good homies up in Virginia, Citrus City Boys, put out cassette tapes. So they're two separate looking tapes. If you really like to collect things, you can get one of each.
Awesome.
And the digital is a free download, so there's something for everybody.
Awesome.
All right. So,
Thank you so
again,
much.
that's www.occasion.bandcamp.com.
And Occasion.
And Occasion.
Dot
And
Bandcamp.
Occasion.bandcamp.com. There we go. Making sure we get it correct.
And an
Right.
Occasion for Balloons will be performing 2 tracks tonight, Hysteria and The Machines. We're looking forward to seeing you guys perform.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you.
Bye-bye.
12 months aren't over in 1 year, then you can reconsider all your deepest fears. Underneath the stars, I wonder where they'll be several thousand years. So long to get along. So long as you're moving on. So long to get along. So long as you're moving on.
Campus Connect is an easy way to stay informed of the great opportunities that come to UNC. Subscribers receive weekly newsletters about events on campus. Companies like Google and speakers such as Peggy Noonan from Wall Street Journal visit our campus all the time. Don't miss out. Subscribe at Campus Connect, UNC.com.